Good evening. My name is Thalia Walker, and my demonstration speech today will show you how to schedule an event, how to plan an event at Roberts Wesleyan University. I'm not a doctor, but what I do for a living can help speakers deal with glossophobia. Glossophobia is a severe fear of public speaking. Public speaking is an organized, face-to-face, prepared, intentional attempt to inform, entertain, and persuade a group of people through words, physical delivery, and at times visual and audio aids. My fellow executive assistants and I help to remove some of the triggers that may derail speakers when they have to speak in front of an audience here at Roberts. I hope that this demonstration will help you to plan an event on campus that will help to alleviate the symptoms of this phobia. According to the authors of Event Planning and Management, an event has 3 characteristics. Figure 1.2 on the screen shows that it is a planned gathering, an event is temporary, and it is memorable. The first description of an event is that it is planned. Roberts has a checklist on the intranet. As you can see from the next slide, there are links to help you to reserve a room and even order refreshments for a meeting. I would like to show you the 4 main steps that may directly influence how successful your speaker will be at delivering a speech that will entertain, persuade, and inform an audience. The 4 main characteristics or checkpoints should be the audience, the location, audio-visual equipment, and lastly, a run through the day of the event. Step 1 is your audience. Begin by finding out the following information that the person who has requested the event. It will include the title of the event, who will attend, date, start and end time of the event. Then you'll be ready to send the invite via Google, such as the one that this is depicted on the screen. As you can see, it has the date and time, it has who has been invited, and the location. Well, the step number 2 is identify a suitable location. The number of people invited will determine the size of the room. There are a number of meeting rooms here at Roberts. There's the Ellen Stowe Dining Room, the Rinker Service Community Center, and the conference hall at the Golisano Community Engagement Center. Once you've decided which room is suitable, reserve that room through the portal on the intranet. This is a snapshot of the portal on the internet. Determine what type of setup is needed. It can be tables with chairs or stadium-style seating with high-top tables around the perimeter. Submit a request to the facilities department with a floor plan similar to the one depicted here. This is very helpful. Step number 3, audio-visual equipment. Roberts' site is being updated, so there's no link to submit a request through the portal. Instead, you would send an email similar to the one that's depicted on the screen to John Kells and Matthew Garrett with the details of the event, date, time, location, duration, and especially if the event needs to be recorded, they would need to know that ahead of time. Especially, they would also need to know how many cordless microphones you need, and they'll be on hand at the day of the event if you so request. There's not a slide for the 4th step. This is what happens on the day of the event. Daniel et al. Indicated in our text that contextual preparation dictates that the more you can know about the venue where you will be speaking, the better. You would have already received confirmation of the room reservation, room setup, and the food order if that's needed. Next, this is what you do on the day of the event, and this is very important. Arrive at the location an hour before the event is to begin to confirm that the room is set up as requested. Be on hand to welcome the speaker. Review the audio-visual equipment with them and make sure that they are comfortable. Remember the second of the 3 descriptions of an event? It is temporary. This may be a soothing thought that there is an end to the ordeal that they conceive to be an ordeal. This may calm the speaker if they are nervous. Review the audio equipment to make sure that the microphones work, especially if they're using a body mic. Make sure they're comfortable. Also make sure that the projector works. Provide room temperature water at the lectern, and just before the event begins, recommend a visit to the restroom. Glossophobia.com states that the fear of public speaking is one of the most common phobias, but there are treatment methods and coping skills that can help the speaker cope and overcome. Taking the necessary steps to prepare a speech is only a part of the task. We have begun to learn a few of the coping skills to overcome this fear. In conclusion, even after guest speakers take the step to prepare a speech, fear can seep in before and during their delivery. The final characteristics of an event is that it is memorable. The audience may enjoy the speaker's words and delivery, or if the speaker's delivery is off, it would be an event that everyone wants to forget. What you do in the background and on the day of the event can help to minimize the effects of glossophobia so that the audience will have a good memory of the speaker's speech. Thank you.